How we doing, YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to replace the bulbs in your taillights with an aftermarket alternative, or just replace them with a stock halogen. I'm going to be using LEDs from Auxito. They hooked us up with the bulbs for today's video for free. Check out their website. I'll link them in the description below. The reason why I'm going with LEDs is because they give you superior light output. They also draw less power, and finally, in theory, they'll last longer. So hopefully I don't have to replace these bulbs for at least another 150,000 miles. Without further ado, let's get into how to do this. First thing we're going to do is go through our tool checklist. Then I'm going to show you how to actually remove that light. We'll pull up a wiring diagram, show you what's what, and then we'll replace those bulbs and put it all back together. Here's our tool list. You actually only need to choose between one of these things. I'm going to use my impact driver just because it's faster. But you can 100% use a normal, just hand cranked socket. All you need is a 10 mil on here, and that's it. Let's get to it. First thing we're going to do is take our drill or impact gun. I'm using an impact gun because I can't find my drill, and I'm going to turn it to a really low setting here. And we're going to remove these three 10 millimeter bolts. Doesn't take much. You could probably do this by hand if you had to. You'll see that the taillight is already starting to come loose there. If you're like me and you have an aftermarket bumper, it's never a bad idea to put some painter's tape here just so this doesn't scratch, or have a towel ready or something to wedge in there. I don't really care, but you could do something like that. Somebody over tightened that one. Wonder who that could have been. Next thing we're going to do here is remove the taillight. You want to just pull it straight back off of the truck. There are some like tension tabs that hold it in. You don't want to break those. Doesn't really take much. It takes a little more oomph than you expect, but you're not going to break anything. I promise. There we go. Now our taillight is removed. So I'll throw a quick diagram up here so that we can look at the way that this light is wired. The top is going to be our turn signal. That'll pop out here. The middle is going to be our brake light. That pops out here. And then finally, the bottom is our reverse light. So I'm going to start with my reverse light. It's very easy to remove it. Give it a little lefty-loosey. You can see that, it clicks. And then it pops right out. You don't have to remove the light from the entire harness. We'll then just pull this bulb out and replace it with our new chipset. Let's take a look at our stock reverse bulb here real quick. So as you can see by looking at this, it's universal orientation, meaning you can go either way, so there is no up and down. And when I replace it with my LED, this should also be universal. So we'll take our harness here, pop in our new one, and we should be good to go. Then we'll just put this right back in, the same way we took it out. So if you look on the inside of the light, there's a little way for the tab to go in. And then you'll find where it kind of pops in. If I can find it, there it is. And then we'll give it a quarter turn to the right. That's it, it's locked. We're now going to repeat the process for the next two. So a little quarter turn to the left there. There's my old bulb. Just very gently pull it out. Comes right out. I'm going to take my new LED bulb from our friends at Auxito. Plug that in. That's it. Just make sure it's seated all snugly in there. I'm going to stick it back in. Find it where it kind of rolls in there. Quarter turn to the right, and we're done. And we'll just repeat the same exact thing, the very last bulb. No need for me to show that. We're now going to reseat our rear taillight here. I guess you only have rear taillights. There are no front taillights. And just very gently, you want to line it up the same exact way you pulled it out. And just give it a little push. You'll hear it kind of click in like that. Once it's seated like that, all we have to do is put our bolts back. All right, I'm just going to put my bolts back in the same order. I'll take them out. Make sure we're lined up. And just go very gentle. Does not have to be super tight, just enough to keep it from wobbling. So then you're just gonna go back to the other side and repeat the same exact process. It's fairly simple. So with a trusty 2x4 wedged in on my brake light in the car and accessory mode, you can see that's our new LED. And then over there is the stock halogen bulb. Definitely brighter. Definitely looks nicer, and hopefully will last longer. There's the reverse light. A little hard to tell on camera, but it's extremely bright. Definitely great to have on the trails and stuff when you're backing up, turning around, whatever. Way brighter than the stock bulb. I'm very happy with the way that that looks. So that's it, folks. As you can see, this is a very easy, simple DIY maintenance that you can definitely do by yourself. Absolutely worth buying the tools to do it if you don't already own them. And again, big shout out to Auxito LED for providing the LEDs that we used in today's video. Check them out. I'll link their website below. And if you want to order through them, that would be even better because I get a very small commission and that helps obviously keep my channel going and growing. So have a great day, YouTube, and I'll see you guys on the next one.